Hey everyone, Dr. Troy here, and this is your Monday Office Moment, and today's topic is, we already do that. Basically, I want to talk about the dangers of that comment. The dangers of, we already do that. So some of you have gone to seminars and you hear somebody talk and you go, oh yeah, we already do that. I've posted stuff on Facebook and I die laughing because I already know when I'm posting things that I can predict some of the answers. And a few weeks ago, I wrote something about experiences, and then people were just writing how awesome they are with their experiences. And they were totally missing the point of the entire post, but it's because people wanted to come on and basically say, I've got this already. And it's a matter of the minute you go down that path of going, oh, well, I already do that, then you're thinking that you're good enough, and good enough is not good enough. Especially in a business model where if we look at from a retention standpoint, education and experiences, well, experiences, I've got to find a way to continually be fresh, continually expand, continually make people feel wanted, especially the patients who have been with you for 15 years, right? Otherwise it becomes same old, same old, same old, same old. So I want to find a way to freshen it up and make sure they're having a great positive experience, as well as the new people who come in, that they have a great experience. And so if I sit here and I always say, we already do that, and we're really good at it, well, then you're missing the boat. And basically a Total Solution, a program put on by CLA years and years ago, I go do this program, and I got to do the rules. One of the first things I ever got to do was the rules. And one of the rules was that different things are gonna mean different things to different people, so be willing to ask yourself the question, what does this mean to me? So instead of listening to a video, instead of going to a seminar, instead of listening to a podcast, instead of listening to what I say and saying, yeah, we already do that, so this one doesn't matter for us this time, blink, and turning it off, you go, wait a minute, time out. Since I'm always looking for a way to grow, since I'm always looking for a way to make my business even better, to make my life even better, instead of saying, I already got this, I'm gonna say, what does this mean to me? If we're looking at, what if we didn't own it right now? What if what we're doing is good, but it's not great? What would it look like to make it great? See, the power of the question does determine the power of the answer. And you can have incredibly powerful answers if you're willing to ask powerful questions. But if I knock it off, boom, flip it away right away by saying, we already do that, then you are closing off an opportunity to grow and expand. And the beauty of these things is when typically if I say, well, we already do that, if it's something that you are already doing, think about this. It's low-hanging fruit. Meaning if there's any changes or tweaks that I need to make to it, this would be the easiest thing to tweak if I'm already doing it and I'm doing it consistently. It would be the easiest thing. As opposed to we already do that and I flip it away and then it's gone. And here's what I also know when people say, well, we already do that, is that typically it's not very consistent. They do it good, but they're not doing it great. They're not doing it excellent. And so there's usually a consistency factor that is also missing. It doesn't mean there isn't an exception in the rule where there are things that you are doing that you are knocking out of the park right now. But what would happen if you asked a different question and said, what does this mean to me? What does this actually mean to me? What if we were to look at this differently? So we do already do it, but what would it look like if we were to up it by just 5%? What would it look like if we put different energy into it? How can we make it even better than it already is? What if you asked yourself a different question and stopped resting on the laurels of your practice and just said, I'm constantly looking for ways to improve upon myself, improve my business, and so I'm gonna actually ask that question, what does this mean to me, so I can expand? Folks, the minute you do this, everything changes. And I know you say that a lot about different things, but this is one of those things that because it means that I've opened my mind up to every possibility, every single possibility. Short story before I close off here today is years ago, I remember going to Parker, Las Vegas, and I was there with a friend of mine. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hurry up. I wanna get down and I wanna hear Dr. Jen Tempo. And he looks at me, he's like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna go. I've heard him so many times before, and he had probably at that point in time in his life heard him 4 times. At that point in my life, I'd probably heard him, 20 or 30 times. And I looked at him, I was like, what do you mean you already heard him before? He goes, I already heard him before, it's gonna be the same message. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go. And I went down there to listen, and it caught me off guard because, I'm always eager to learn, and I knew there'd be something else that I would pick up from him, and that day I did. Because I'm willing to go sit and learn and dip and hear the same thing over and over again. But the thing is that what I hear today, I may have heard it last year. I may sit there and say, man, Dr. G said that a year ago. I remember him saying that. But the difference is, here's how I'm hearing him today. Here's how I'm interpreting that today. All because of my willingness to ask a question of what does it mean to me? Not act like I'm holier than thou and I've already got it all figured out, but to be able to sit there and say, what does this mean to me, has opened up a whole entire world of possibility for me. And so I'm hoping and I'm encouraging you that whether it's a video, whether it's a podcast, whether it's these Monday office moments, whatever it is, stop closing people off and simply ask the question, what does this mean to me? And how can you use that thing that you're learning to expand and grow your business, your personal life, or anything else that you're doing today? I promise you it'll make a huge difference. And again, it's the low-hanging fruit, so it's not even like there's a lot of work to it, because if it's truly something you're already doing, then I just have to make a tweak. All right, that's all I've got for you here today, folks. Love to see your comments down below. Make sure you comment, like, love, share, all that other fun stuff that we do. And I'll see you next time. All right, it's Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been your Monday Office Moment. Have a great one. Bye-bye.